started on its own again.
What the fuck?
It's creepy. Well, we're live. We're recording.
Maybe the whole intention is candid moments and...
Maybe. Or the phone's like, quit your bullshitting.
and get to it. I don't have Cheetos out of my mouth yet, though.
Uh-oh.
This podcast is not for kids.
You are listening to
Here we go.
the redandreal podcast.
What are they going to talk about today?
Get all the Cheetos
Whatever
out
the
here,
hell
too.
they want. So you mean I could juggle?
And we're live. Well, I don't know if we're live. No, we're not live. We're recording.
Dangerous. Very dangerous.
We're recording. Welcome. Caught her a little off guard.
Very off guard. But say about the phone, like we start off with a freaking supernatural experience here.
Yeah, so that's how we're starting the 4th episode. Welcome to the Red and Real podcast, episode number 4. I had to press record on this one and this one. This one, it's got a mind of its own. It just started recording all by itself. So here we are now.
Yeah.
And you were sitting there the whole time. I was way over here.
Yeah.
It wasn't Debo. It wasn't the dog.
Yeah, and so don't edit, obviously, don't edit the beginning. And it's like, it just started and we're like, wait, what? I didn't do it. You didn't do it. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Anyway.
But yeah, fun way to get started. So I guess we'll just kind of give you guys a quick update. It was a Father's Day weekend. It is now the Monday right after Father's Day is when we're recording this episode. I'm wearing my Father's Day gift, so...
Oh, yeah. Father figure. Love that shirt.
It's not a dad bod.
It's a father figure.
Oh, and that bear got some brewskis going.
Just like you, babe.
Yeah, it was a cool gift because I had just seen this picture in the shitter earlier that morning. I was scrolling through and I was like, oh, that's a cool shirt. I want that. And I almost ordered it. But got it in a bag a little bit later.
Mm-hmm.
And happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there. We got to celebrate with some friends over the weekend. Actually, almost all of our best friends made it out here to see our new house for the first time and stayed the night, had some fun. All the kids played together. The dogs played together.
Yes, finally Debo has a best friend.
Yeah.
Debo is joining us, so...
You may see him pop
he's
up
just
every
laying
once in a
there.
while.
Yeah, you might see him in there. He's kind of tired, it seems. But yeah, happy Father's Day. I know it's late, but hey, let's make it a whole week.
Sure. I'm down.
So to all the father figures, all the baby daddies, all the dads that aren't dads but are acting in the role, all the role models, everybody that acts as, as the example or with the love of a father. Thank you so much. And of course, our DNA fathers too. They're
DNA
beautiful
fathers.
and perfect. Yes. Our
like sperm donors?
No. Like our natural fathers.
Oh, your biological fathers.
Couldn't think
Jesus.
of the word.
I was like, what do you mean to your DNA father? Yeah, the guy
I'm
on
really
page
worried
74.
about this episode. I really am.
Why?
What?
Did you want it to be a success?
I do want it to be a success, but I feel especially right now, my brain is all hoppy. Especially after so I usually don't hear our own episode.
Oh, yeah.
Because you do the editing.
Right. So I get to listen to it multiple times, usually. And I'll bring something up and she's like, I said that? I can't believe I said that. So she's a loose cannon, folks.
I just want to say,
I don't know what to tell you.
If I've offended anybody, I mean, we told you the podcast is not for kids because of this thing where I have now no filters. So
You're
I'm so
welcome.
sorry. I'm rude. And another thing that bothered me is I am trying to show this very natural side of me, my mommy side, just like all aspects of women, right? And hopefully empower many women through the podcast and through other things.
Yeah.
And show like the weight I've gained proudly and stuff. But oh man, like one of my love handles was like out there and having its own conversation.
It was our special guest for episode 3.
But hey, love it. COVID.
Yeah. Love
everything,
yourself.
the food.
Love yourself.
Hey, you know what? All I'm going to say is all Latinas know what this means. So I can't say about brands or anything. I have a little snack over here in the corner.
It means you had fun with yourself on your period.
Yeah. What did... Oh my God, babe. Gross. But what did what did Pipe say yesterday? It's
I have no idea.
This is a lot of money. This is a lot of money right here.
That's right. This is a lot. It takes...
lot.
Yeah, like it costs a lot more to feed this than it does your gym membership.
Yes. I invest more in my health.
Oh yeah, I got a lot of money in my health. Paying $40 a month. I'm doing $40 a day for my health.
Oh my God. Sometimes more.
Depends on where we go.
But yeah, anyway, I'm so sorry.
Yeah, but we ate really good this weekend. We were barbecuing, made burgers, hot dogs.
Yeah.
We had some really good pizza yesterday. It was like extra cheesy. I liked it.
Yes. And thank you so much for our friends. Like we said from the beginning, we don't want to mention names unless you like explicitly say like, hey, yeah, freaking mention me or I want to be on the podcast or something. But otherwise, thank you so much, ladies and sirs, for being with us. We love you all. And we just felt so blessed to have you here in our home. And while I'm still, like just comfortable, later on we'll go to your homes. But yeah.
It was
lots
good,
of fun. Father's Day night too.
Yes, many blessings.
Many blessings.
Blessings even came out. It's shameless plug. New single, Blessings, is out now. Spotify, go stream it. It's on YouTube as well. I don't know. I haven't figured out what I want to do for the video yet.
That's interesting. I don't want to even like have an opinion with that because I remember you telling me about that or showing me the lyrics for the song.
Yeah.
The night that we went to the gala for that other company that you used to work for. Remember the fancy galas?
We got all dressed up and spiffy.
And the blue, yeah.
Uh-huh.
But, and I didn't quite understand the whole song until like it came about. I was like, oh my God. Like different change-ups and beats and not beats, rhythm, tempo, flow.
Yeah.
Check it out. But anyway, that was not my intention to bring up the song, honestly.
But it was mine.
Okay.
Go
Shameless, shameful plug. But yes, felt so blessed to be able to do that. So I think this weekend, we were thinking before the weekend, what does it really mean to be successful? Like you asked me, like what does it mean? And I think that this weekend definitely made us feel successful, being able to have our loved ones in our home. Then, my stepdad wanting to celebrate Father's Day again at his place, and it was just great.
Again, yes.
Again, and beautifully, and all my siblings, and I, not all my siblings. My Marine is elsewhere, but
well, we got to see him too.
Yes, on the phone, and anyway, had a blast.
Yeah, it was a good time for sure.
I know right now it's not very fun for him because
Looks like he's in jail just wearing. That's what I told him. Like, just the white bricks, dude. Look like you're just in a jail cell right now.
Oh, my brother. No, I was saying it's not very fun for stepdad because he had a rough morning. Yeah, very rough morning. But anyway, that is the consequences of having fun.
Really good dent in a big bottle of Knob Creek. Oh.
Yes, you guys did.
Yeah, and like I was saying, I didn't realize how drunk I was until I got out of the pool. When the waves, because with all the waves and stuff, I'm just kind of moving around.
That's why,
and then I had to stand on my own 2 feet.
He's so cute. You're so cute.
Mama doesn't pay attention to me.
I'm so sorry. Yes, I totally do, but he's just like paying attention to you.
Hopefully you guys can't hear him like nibbling on his rope. Like that would be kind of, you just hear. I haven't heard it in the headphones yet, at least anyway.
I think we started with me still munching on. So, I mean.
Bleep.
Spicy puffs.
Yeah, finger redders. What are you... He's just staring at me now. He's like, should I come on? Debo, come here. Come here.
Come on, camera, buddy.
Come here.
Come on, camera. Oh, he's a handsome one.
Debo, come on.
He's a handsome boy. He's a handsome boy.
Oh, he's not going to turn around and look at that camera over there. But he's got his rope.
He is not purebred. He is just a mixture.
Oh, we got to watch his tail.
Ooh, ooh, oh, shit. Oh, shit. Anyway.
But this is Debo.
This is Debo.
Oh, I should have done
All right,
that.
cutie.
Yeah,
I know. Now you riled him up.
Okay. All right. No more.
Now he's
no more.
like, I am the show.
I'm going to throw this out of the room. Debo, stop it.
There you go. Sit,
Okay.
buddy. Sit.
Just going to kick him. Not kick him.
I know, like, that sounds like we
like
abuse
stiff arm him with my foot.
Sit, baby. I'm sorry we called you and then now we're shutting you off.
I know. He's like,
Go
fucking
to
tease.
sleep. I know.
Fucking tease.
Down. Down.
He's like, but that's where the rope is. And you're supposed to throw it.
I'm sorry. No.
Pause. All right. Sorry, Debo. What were we but I think he's missing his best friend. Little Sparky. Little husky.
Yes. They got along
And
so well.
He may have found his future
He said the
girlfriend.
name. Yes.
It's a dog.
yes. Well, you never know if they want to be anonymous.
The dog?
Or the owner.
You know how many Sparkies are out there?
That's true.
Sparky, Fido.
Fifi.
Oh, God. It sounds
Rocky.
just... Rocky? Yeah.
I know people with Fifis, okay? So don't talk shit.
I
Don't
just
yuck
pictured
their
this
yum,
tiny little...
like Dulce says.
Yeah.
Don't yuck their yum. That makes them feel good about themselves, okay?
Okay.
I've got
What
like a
was
lot
that?
of twang coming today, huh?
That just kind of flowed right out like the gravy.
In another life, maybe. I was Southern.
I know. Lily too, man. She's super Southern. Especially when she gets all feisty.
Yeah, it's super extra Southern.
Aye.
Like you see the cornbread falling out of her mouth.
God.
I don't know. I'm sorry. I just say random shit.
All right. So, I don't know. Should we just do a little, let's do a quick little update on sports? Because I got to watch the Phoenix Suns win on Father's Day.
What a nice
So they won first game of the Western Conference Finals against the Clippers. It was interesting game. There was no Chris Paul, no CP3 for the Suns, no Kawhi for the Clippers. I think Kawhi is like done because there hasn't really
like
been
done forever.
No. Not forever, but he's gonna be done for a while. I think he might have tore something in his knee, not just a knee sprain.
Okay, so like
'Cause it was
more
really-
than 3 weeks.
Yeah, it was like the play was just like a simple, like a little bump, but it was just like an awkward angle for his leg.
Oh,
So, and then he was immediately like, "Oh shit!"
yeah. Oh,
So,
darn.
and that sucks because he's an awesome player, and I'd love to see both teams just full on have their full rosters, everybody healthy.
The Suns have brought the heat
They've been kicking
this
ass.
season.
Yeah.
The Lakers weren't expecting to feel all that heat, and they knew they were coming to AZ.
Yeah, they got out right before it got real hot.
Yeah.
We've been record breaking hot.
Yeah.
Literally. But so hopefully Chris Paul will be back soon. I was trying to look up some news today because they have a game tomorrow. And there's nothing new about him. Everything is about fucking Devin Booker going off. His first career triple-double that he's ever had was game 1 of the Western Conference Finals.
I know you've explained this.
I know. I saw your eyes kind of glaze over for a second.
Yes. I saw the game, most of the game with you. I was kind of in and out. But yes, very impressed with this Mr. Sad Eyes. Yeah. But yeah, whatever you said didn't make sense.
Okay, so triple-double. Double-digit points, rebounds, and assists. So he had 40 points, 13 rebounds. So a rebound is when somebody misses and you get the ball.
Oh, okay. Yes, you have to break it down right now.
Uh-huh. Points are when you put the ball in the basket.
What the fuck?
You just said I had to break it down.
Really? Okay.
And assists.
I won't be offended by that. Okay.
And assists is when you pass. So I pass the ball to you, and you, without having to dribble really, or I think you get one dribble, you get a shoot, and you make the basket. So triple-double. See, he's scored a bunch.
You mentioned that.
Yeah, stopped or started possessions for the team. That's basically what a rebound does. And then helps assist on other scoring plays.
So wait, what? So where's the double triple come from? Wait.
So 3 categories, double digits in all 3. Triple-double.
3 categories.
Points, rebounds, assists.
Digits.
Yes.
Okay.
So 40, 13, and 11.
Those
are good numbers.
Yeah.
Those numbers are pretty.
Yes. Yes.
They're beautiful numbers.
So what?
But yeah, so anyway, so the Suns are up 1-0. So that's on the Western Conference. The Eastern Conference is going to start tomorrow. It's going to be Wednesday. I don't know when they start.
I don't know when it is.
Yeah, but
oh wait, yes, it's Monday. I put that on our story. Yes.
Yes, today is Monday. The Bucks and then the Hawks. The Hawks actually beat the number 1 seed in the East, the Sixers, and people are hating Ben Simmons right now. Like I was telling you earlier.
Oh yeah,
oh my God,
below average student.
Below average. He's the score you throw out. You're like, that one. That's an obvious outlier. That doesn't belong here.
No, I meant what was it?
That's wrong in a set of data.
Below average, he has like a 40 or 30%.
He shot
20%, something like that, like something low.
I wrote it down. 34.2% from the free throw line in the playoffs. The worst ever. An NBA record. Congratulations.
That's like if you were in a classroom, it'd be like wait, what number? I can't remember what number you said, but it's an F, right?
Oh, absolutely. 34.2. It's like you wrote your name down and and got one right.
Okay, so what?
So I know 34.2 is terrible. It's the worst ever. Most average free throw, like an average free throw percentage is going to be in your 70s. So C, right? C average. And like really, really good free throw shooters are going to be in like your upper 80s, low 90s.
Where's Dame?
Like 93-ish in there, 92.
Solid.
Yeah.
Dame is solid.
Yeah. Chris Paul, actually, I think he led the league in free throw percentage this year. So he's one of those. And it's great to have like your point guards shoot that well from the free throw line because at the end of the games, this is the guy that has the ball in his hand, bringing it up to court.
Sure, babe.
Strategeries.
Yes,
Mm-hmm.
yes.
But anyways.
I mean, it all looks great. It's quite entertaining, and I think it's officially my favorite sport. But
Stephen A.
What?
Stephen A. Smith.
There's an American name.
Do you know who that is?
No.
Oh my God. Stephen A. is the guy that's always yelling on ESPN. He's the black dude.
Yes.
With Max
Okay,
Kellerman,
yes,
and they go
I know
back and forth.
I'm always like, wow, he's so intense.
Stephen A. is awesome. I love him. But he said, so Ben has to go. There was already Philly fans like posting videos saying, get the fuck out of my city. Like they were stomping on his jersey outside the arena after Game 7. They don't want him back.
Wait, but he's there for a reason, right? I mean, it's the NBA.
He's definitely has that.
They don't let in just
potential.
any chump.
Yeah. And I think it was first team all defense. He's a 6'10" point guard, can handle the ball.
Shoddy.
But he can't shoot. He's a terrible shooter.
He's not a shoddy. What the then what?
Even from 3-point, I think
Like,
he made.
what is he really good at?
the whole
Dribbling?
year or something stupid. Yeah, dribbling, passing.
That's like a thing. Like, it doesn't matter if you can shoot, just as long as you can dribble.
If you're the point guard, you can dribble all over the place, and people would chase after you and pass it off. But Stephen A. was saying that Ben Simmons should get traded to Portland for C.J. McCollum.
So we would lose CJ?
I don't think I like that.
I don't like missing Urkel. I don't know, Mr. the other guy.
Stefan.
No, Stefan. Yeah, Mr. Urkel. But that's what it was too, instead of Urkel.
Stefan Urkel.
Stefan Urkel. Yeah. But yeah, anyway, I don't know.
Yeah, so there's that going on. And speaking of the Blazers, there's, I think, 2 Chauncey Billups and Becky Hammon have moved forward.
Becky, that's a girl name.
Yes. She moved on to second round of interviews for the Portland Trailblazers head coaching position with Chauncey Billups.
She's interviewing.
Yeah,
right?
so of all the people that they were looking at, these 2 are kind of leading the pack right now.
Go Becky with the good hair.
Yeah, so she could be the very first ever female NBA head coach.
Oh, that would be beautiful. That would be beautiful for this year.
It'd be cool.
Yeah, definitely.
Like, and it'd be with my team. That'd be all right. Badass.
And who is this for? Oh, this is for the Blazers.
For the Blazers.
I'm so sorry. Yes. So yeah, hopefully we get to see that on our team. Of course, if it's the best.
She's
option,
been with Greg Popovich for the last 7 years. I know you don't know who that is.
No, I do, because it's your old man
old man face.
face.
Yeah, that's right. I have to find that picture.
Yeah.
If I find the picture, I'll post it on the video. But there's a filter, and it makes me turn into an old man.
Yeah, when everybody was doing like the face app, wasn't it? A face
something
app
like
or something?
that. Yeah. But I look just like him.
Yeah.
And for June, kind of one of the biggest things that came out today was, let's see, what was his, I want to make sure I get his name right. It was Carl Nassib from the Las Vegas Raiders. I was going to say the Oakland Raiders. From the Las Vegas Raiders, came out on Instagram today that he was gay. He's the very first active NFL player that's openly come out like that, and was already getting a bunch of support from like superstars in the league, Saquon Barkley, those guys. The Raiders commented 3 black hearts on his post and sent a tweet out, said, "Proud of you."
It's rainbows, not black hearts.
But it's the Raiders. So I thought that was cool, and he is donating $100,000 to the Trevor Project, which I
Macy's asked me if I want to donate to that. What is that?
So they are like the number one, or like a really high end suicide prevention like crisis hotline center for the LGBTQ plus community. So anybody that's, needing some kind of mental health support, if you're feeling, suicidal, there's resources that they provide. And, they were like blown away by the $100,000 donation. They're like, that was awesome. Their full support was behind him coming out in the NFL as well.
Wait, I watched that video with you. I was behind you. And he said something about, like he's really not trying to get any attention from it or something to that effect. And that he hopes in the future that really he's just doing it because coming out is important, but that he hopes in the future that it won't be a thing.
Yeah, like you don't have to have the whole process.
Because whoever you fuck is your business. So nobody should come out, or nobody should be like, there shouldn't be a disclaimer except for the people that you want to fuck, and then they should know. Or people who want to fuck you, I guess. You're like, well, I don't like that one.
Not into that.
Not into that option. This option, or an array,
or
whatever.
all options. So, but yeah, I thought that was cool. And he was getting a lot of support. I know there was another guy, I forget his name, but there was a guy a few years back. He had come out in college and was drafted to the NFL, but I don't think he ever like made the team. Like they had him in like training camp and all that. leading up to the season, but I don't think he ever like played a game. But he was almost the very first to be openly gay in the NFL.
Actually, that's not true. As great as Mr. I don't know why. I remember his last name, Bassin. That's backwards, isn't it?
Yes. Oh, almost exactly backwards. I had to look at the spelling. Nassib, Nassib.
Nassib. What is that? Cool last name. I'm gonna look it up. But I remember watching a documentary about a football player that was like secretly gay, and then there was another football player that said, yeah, but you feel this pressure and the locker jokes and blah blah blah, like all this stuff. So I mean, he was openly gay, now that he's in the NFL, and of course with that documentary coming out, and this was, I don't know, like 1 or 2 years ago.
Okay.
I can't remember any other details, but I remember that, them talking about this. But this other player, that guy that killed the people.
What? Are we still talking about football? Like, what's going on?
It was a football player, yes,
Ray
Hispanic.
Lewis?
The one where all the girls were like, "Oh my god, but he's so hot."
Oh shit! What was it? The Patriots. Aaron Hernandez.
That guy. That guy. So in that documentary,
he was
closeted, and I feel like that repression of just expression, really, of being with whoever you want to be, having to do that in hiding, afraid that everyone's going to attack you and that everything that you've worked for could potentially be removed from you as even an option just because of who you love or who you have fun with or who you talk to, whatever. So yeah, they were talking about that, and I think that contributed a lot to this guy's anger, his anger issues. I'm not saying that it was the only thing because there's a lot of factors, but contributed, yes.
Sure, yeah. I mean, keeping anything bottled up is going to eventually have to explode. For $3.99, I'm going to add a graphic. You're going to get some green screen. I'm going to, hopefully, there's a good shot of your face just going, oh my God. What did I just do? But she's 2 hands, though. That was impressive. So that's good. She's going to snort. You tried not to, huh? Oh, it was a little one. All right. So, anyways, yes, it's going to explode. Boom. Yeah, whenever you bottle stuff up, just put a Mentos in a Coke, and then blam.
May I have a moment, please? I'm like not ready to show my face.
Are you good?
I don't know.
I can't look at the camera anymore.
I can't make eye contact.
Eye contact is the best.
Got you.
Just kidding. Don't stare at me all weird now. That's what you see.
This is the kind of shit I was worried about. Anyway.
Did we mention this podcast is not for kids?
But then our kids are like, we want to hear you record. And I'm like, oh, no. I just heard our podcast this morning. And no.
Yeah, when you started listening to it, you're like, well, let me check it out. Let me see what we actually talk about. And then, fuck, no. Kids are not listening to this shit.
No.
Anyways, that's all. I think that's all my sport ball stuff. Oh, I'll make my predictions. I'm going to put it out there. Suns are going to win. So if Kawhi doesn't play, Suns are going to win in 5.
Oh, in 5?
Yes, if Kawhi plays, I think they'll win in 6. Because there'll be one hurrah game.
Hurrah.
Yeah, but I think the Suns they're playing too damn good right now. And I think
guy was all over the place. Yeah, it was. Mm-hmm.
And I feel like the Bucks are just gonna wax the shit out of the Hawks. They're just gonna beat their ass.
Oh, okay.
I think they're
okay.
going to beat them like 4-1.
Mm-hmm.
They might even sweep them.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. We'll see. I don't know. I'm not sold on the Hawks.
I'm not going to remember those predictions at all.
Okay, that's why you have it on video.
No matter what he says, I'm going to be like, good job, babe.
All right, so yeah, 4-1 or 4-2, and then 4-1 or 4-0.
So who wins it all? Are you ready to give that prediction? Or
No, not yet.
Okay. He ain't ready.
No, we'll get there.
Okay.
So, I guess the big topic we wanted to bring up in this episode is about success.
Oh, yes.
So, we had just been trying to explore different topics and things that were interesting to us and things that we can hopefully share with others. And if you guys have opinions and resources and stuff to share with us, please do. We'll put some of our sources and things in the comments below. And yeah, leave your information in the comments as well. We want to hear what you think of success, what that means.
Yeah. I just want to kind of pause and say we've had people give us feedback in one way or another and leave comments and share articles with us.
Yeah, and send us
about
different audios things. And
yes,
cool.
or
Very
yes,
cool.
audios, different experiences,
stories.
We want to respond to those. But since we want to do the episode, I think that we'll do kind of like shorter videos to kind of address those situations because I would love to give a spotlight to those topics.
Sure. Yeah.
And we mentioned from the beginning that we want to grow based on what you guys are feeding us and want to have us dive deeper into, or I don't know, whatever it is. Like, we're so excited. So thank you so much for all of you, the ladies that recommended the lipstick. This isn't one of them, but later on I'll tell you. This one gets cracked later and we find it in different places.
Oh God.
Anyway.
Squirrel.
Yes.
But yes, thank you for sharing with us. I mean, please continue to send us. Like, we got a really cool article in one of the comments, and that was really interesting to read. And we want to learn more and more.
All of my dying plans.
Didn't change mine at all.
Okay.
Mine are exactly the same.
So back to the topic, because I opened my notes.
Yeah. So success. Let's. Dictionary says it is what?
Oh, okay. So, according to the Oxford Languages, success is defined as the accomplishment of an aim or purpose. So, simply the accomplishment. It speaks nothing about the result. It's just the accomplishment. You did it. No matter what the result is. Okay. The accomplishment of an aim or purpose.
Okay.
So, like, if your
of
purpose,
an aim or purpose.
if your purpose was to eat that bowl of cereal, and you ate it, whether you finished it or not, you ate it. Like, so it's still a success because you did what you were out to do.
Okay, so you achieved that goal.
Yes, you
whatever
achieved it.
Said goal was, whether it was good or bad.
And then I guess the archaic definition.
What the fuck was that?
Shut up. Is the good or bad outcome of an undertaking. So good or bad outcome of an undertaking. No matter what you do, good or bad, it's still, you did it.
Right. That's okay. So it's pretty, what I was saying.
That's kind of what it is.
So you successfully murdered somebody.
Whoa.
That could be a bad outcome, obviously. Or you successfully prevented a murder. Much better. You like that one better? Okay.
I'm just better. Like, whoa, where'd you take it?
Sorry. Anyways, but just so success. That's just in its purest form, you did it.
Yeah.
Okay.
So like today, like this weekend, we felt very successful this weekend. Why? Because now we have built our combined family and we brought over who used to be your best friend and is now a best friend to me too. Mm-hmm. And then, my friend since high school, who is one of my best friends, and, you have gotten very close to as well. Like, it was just like love all over the place. Our kids playing with other kids and our dog playing with another dog and just fathers and celebrating. And
we busted a leg on the above ground pool that we have.
like all those things
good.
make up like all this
Good
happiness. That's what we wanted, right? So it's successful.
Yeah, I absolutely. And I didn't burn anything on the grill. So
Are you sure about
that's
that?
a big plus. I didn't burn nothing. It was very smoky, but it was for the flavor. Nothing was burning. Nothing was burning. Nothing was burning.
Meat was very good, my love.
Oh, there's no complaints, huh? Mm-mm. Oh, you're fucking terrible. Jesus Christ. They haven't paid the $3.99 yet.
Just cut it out.
Just put a big old... There's 3 X's. All right. So
an ice cube in this bitch.
Oh my God. We can't go there. We can't go there.
Hey,
there it is.
I told you. My brain is like all happy right now. Keep me in check.
Super. How am I supposed to know what's about to come out?
Oh. You're supposed to watch that for increased pleasure. Is exactly what's about to come out.
See what I mean? You see what I mean? We're sorry, people. I don't know what to do with
cut
it.
it out, babe.
I don't know what to do with it.
Our parents told us they might watch this.
I think our parents said they were going to watch this and have watched episodes. Okay.
I'm so sorry. Okay. And action. Well, I don't know.
Now?
Yeah. Like, what's coming out?
Okay, so we got to the definition of success, and then fucking, I don't know where the hell we ended up over there. But, so
success is
accomplish
different
a
to
thing.
all people.
Yeah.
Like, for me, like, I know money is a huge one for people, right?
If you're successful, you have a lot of money.
That's the whole thing. So then people focus on money, whereas to me, it's like money is not the goal, money is the means, and it's also like a result of different actions, just being you.
Yeah.
Finding creative solutions. And
What was that? Was
Did
that a
you hear it?
scream or a siren?
I don't know. Maybe when we replay,
We'll have to check the playback on that one. Hopefully it wasn't a scream. Anyways, successful murder.
What?
It was one scream.
I'm the one that watches documentaries about serial killers, but I think I'm really gonna have to sleep with one.
Freak out. But so yeah, so being successful, have a lot of money, you earn 6 figures at your job. You have a big house,
but that's not
nice
success
cars.
to everyone.
Right. You can, go on golf trips whenever you want. That's I think that's probably one of the biggest ones that people see as that defines success.
Yeah. Yeah, but it's totally different. So for me, success is just like having balance in all the things that you love with all the people that you love and being able to live authentically with the people that you want to live with, whatever you want to do, whoever you want to love, just harmony.
Yeah.
That's
that.
success.
It was like the interview they had with Bob Marley. They're like, "Are you a rich man?" He's like, "What do you mean by rich?
Yeah,
Like, you have a lot of money."
Just to
He's
you.
like, I'm not that kind of rich. I'm rich with love, and
Yes.
So I was like, that's in family.
Yes.
Like those things mean more.
But media like has such an effect on us.
Yeah.
They even with our
Oh, for
kids,
sure.
right? Like for some reason the kids are, especially the girls, are kind of concerned with money sometimes where they're like, is it expensive? And we're like, why? Like why are
like
you
you're
so
not paying
concerned
for this
about
shit.
that?
Like, what's the-
And like, oh, are we rich or are we poor? And I'm like, oh, we're very rich. Then how come we haven't been here? And how come we haven't been there? And you know who that is.
Oh, yeah. It's a little Miss Southern Belle right there.
And it's like, no, we're very rich in this and this. I'm like, okay, Mom, you're freaking weird.
That's not what I mean. Broke ass.
Yeah. You said I couldn't have a Happy Meal every day. No.
Like, absolutely not. But yeah, I think media has a lot to do with that because it's always about the glamour of things and everything's super shiny and, the perfect figures for both men and women. And there's so much plastic surgery. That's what I'm trying to show everybody right here is that there is no perfect figure. Just love yourself. Love yourself.
Yes.
Oh, I don't think I told you. I saw, it was Alicia Keys. She had posted on Instagram something that Swizz, her husband, had told her to do. And you just kind of, it's a daily exercise.
Okay.
What's going on?
Oh, just go on.
Okay. So it's a daily exercise. You stand in front of the mirror and she's like, ideally you would just be naked and you just observe and look at yourself from top to bottom. Look at every little dimple, every hair, every curve, every piece of you, and just accept who you are and, build yourself up to doing that up to 7 minutes.
What?
Start with 2 or 3. And she's like, and get any negative self-talk out of your head. You're going to go through so much in your head in that time. Just looking at yourself. I was like, that's
interesting. Yeah. Look at a male influencing female body positivity.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Swizz Beatz gets into some, some heady stuff. He's a really, really smart guy.
All right. Well, these aren't mirrors. How about we stand up and spend 10 seconds?
What? Right, meow?
They've seen our bodies, right, in the videos. I mean, not our naked bodies, baby, but I mean our
shapes, post those ones.
Your father figure and my mother figure.
Yeah. Mother figure.
Mother figure.
But yeah, I thought that'd be a cool exercise and do it in front of a full body mirror.
Yeah, the
one we have on our barn door. So I was like, I haven't tried it yet.
Me either. That's cool. That is
curious about
cool. It. Yes. So yeah, because body positivity is such a huge thing. In looking at success, here in the States, somebody that if you think great success, you think of the Kardashians. You
great
think
success.
Wow, wee, wow.
Oh God. We cannot tell that story.
Memories. No, I wasn't. I mean, there's an R-rated version of how we can tell that. Anyway, I don't know what I was saying.
Body positivity, great success.
Oh, here in the States, if you think of great success, so people immediately go to the money. So the Kardashians, Beyonce, all the big Hollywood names, right? And you would think they are sitting at the top of the world, right? They influence so many things in the media and what gets fed to us subliminally. The music we listen to, the fashion, they're in the middle of it. And you see them on stage and you see them with lights and the glamour and the glitz and the dollars and everything. And you assume that everything is perfect. What could they freaking complain about? Mm-hmm. But they have the same insecurities as the person with $2 in their bank, you know? It's the exact same stuff. So I was reading through different things. And, Kim K speaks to having laser hair removal and the different, some of the different surgeries. Mm-hmm. So her speaking about that, just my respects, because people that personally know me know how I'm just unattracted to all the superficiality. But
that's a good word.
What?
That was a good word.
Superficiality.
I like.
Anyways.
Anyways. Shit.
So Beyonce. Showing.
Yeah.
Anyway, movies in my head right now, huh?
Yeah.
Anyway, what was I saying?
Superficiality. you're opposed, you don't like it, but you have respect for her coming out and saying some shit about it.
So Beyonce, like Sasha, that's like her alter ego for her to be on stage. Even though you go to a Beyonce show, she's like, no, I'm Sasha because Beyonce has all these insecurities and is shy and she's an introvert naturally and she's very emotional and she's got this darkness to her. But then on stage, she's Sasha, so she can perform that. And that to me was just like, wow. Like if more little girls knew this, how empowering that would be, right?
And she puts that out there. Yeah.
And they're successful, right?
Sure. Yeah. I would. So
there's always areas of improvement, but hey, at least from the outside, we all consider you successful.
Yeah.
I hope your big houses and stuff make you feel that way.
It's like, yeah, for success, I mean, if you feel like you've accomplished what you're supposed to.
The feeling of, okay.
Yeah, like overall. I
or
think
being happy with the things that you have accomplished, the goals that you have fulfilled, maybe. Mm-hmm. Yeah, having that piece in the accomplishment too. Yeah. And success can be at many levels. Like we spoke about what the success is for in our personal lives, but there's also professional aspects. And then as communities, as cities, as nations, are we being successful with different things that are going on around us?
Yeah. And one that we had kind of talked about a little bit was that every relationship is successful.
Yes, that's my take, and you totally refuted that.
I was like, I don't know.
No, you're like...
But I listened. Yes. So why? Even if they, like, it's a terrible fucking breakup.
When you go into a relationship, like, I think that we romanticize a lot about exactly how we want that end to be. But when you start a relationship, you make, like, a nonverbal, unspoken contract, right? That you want to learn to love this person.
Uh-huh.
Right.
Sure. Yeah, it's a starting point. Okay.
You want to learn everything about them.
Yeah.
You want to experience everything that they have to offer. And then they do.
But not everybody goes into the relationship like that.
No, they do. Like, think about your other partners. Like, in the moments of romance and everything where everything is happy and you're, like, drunk on love and everything, all the promises are positivity.
Go. Diva. Go.
His crotch smells the same as it did earlier, I promise.
Dude, I can drool all over my leg.
Not on my dress.
Anyway, so that's how you approach the relationship.
Yes, it's kind of like an unspoken thing.
And
even when there are other interests involved. So think about like different people going into or whatever you perceived their intentions to be in the relationship. Everyone gets, in one way or another, whether positive or negative, like the definition said, there's an end to that. Was it exactly the thing that you dreamt of when you were drunk in love? Like, no, because whenever you're drunk, you don't make good decisions. You're not reasoning. So no, it's not going to be that end that you dreamt of in that drunk moment, but it's successful because in the end, you learned, you grew, you learned what that person needed for love and you weren't it. You went away or you learned and you stayed.
Yeah.
So no matter what, there's success. And you're successful when you learn out of the situations that kick your ass. Otherwise, if you don't learn, then you're kind of stupid. Like, check yourself.
You're kind of stupid.
We're all kind of stupid, okay? I want to clarify that. We're all kind of stupid. It's just a matter of maturity,
you're a bit
time.
of a dumbass.
But hey, lesson learned. It's just like in school. If you don't learn the things, the bare minimums that you need to learn, you repeat, right? So life does the same. If you don't learn from the situation that was there to teach you something, then you're going to repeat because you didn't learn what you did wrong. You didn't realize when you made the mistakes. You didn't realize when you didn't follow your intuition or whatever it was. So to be successful, just realize sometimes you win, sometimes you learn. That's what I tell our kids. Sometimes you win, sometimes you learn. You never lose. If you
Yeah.
think you lose, well, then the loser mentality, you are what you think you are.
Yeah. And, that's one of the, 4 agreements is, no negative self-talk. You have to get that out of your head, and you either win or you learn.
Yes.
Because I learned that's not how I get around that dude to go up to baseline to score that basket. So I got to do it either a half step faster.
Yeah. Yes. Sure.
But yeah, that's every situation.
Every situation.
That you've, even just every experience you have is a learning moment too. So if you walk around thinking everything, I went to the store, got everything I needed on the list, and I came back with a treat, success. And you celebrate your little successes every single day. That's a great way to build yourself and, learn to love yourself too.
Yeah, definitely. And it also helps you like be more authentic with yourself. And if you're always thinking that, it's kind of that thing, whether you think that you are or you think that you aren't, you're right. I can't remember what that is. That how it goes?
Something like that.
Something like that. And that's exactly what it is. Like, when I hear from the kids, like, oh, I can't do that. Oh, well, you're doomed. Like, what? Hey, what are you doing?
Can't forget it.
You can't do that. That's what you can't do. Like, you can't do that to yourself. It's not fair.
Yeah.
Because you're already limiting yourself. So if from every situation you're like, oh, wait, oops, wonderful, oops, let's turn it around. How can we grow from this if I still want that? Or change gears if now you realize that right here, I thought I really wanted this, but now I want to take it this different path.
Right. And and you just have to go through those experiences to learn which fork in the road you're going to be taking.
Yes.
And especially if you come across, something similar.
Mm-hmm.
But, so yeah, I mean, I think after I listened to you, still not agree. I don't give a fuck with shit. No, but it does make more sense. I mean, when you think about it that way, and just again going back to the definition, that relationship's aim or purpose was to teach, so it was a success.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, every single one is. I mean, I didn't think like this always. This is a product of. I think that after my divorce, I wasn't exactly thinking that way. Or not after the official divorce, but after the separation. Because we signed papers later, remember?
Okay.
Both of us did. Anyway.
Sure.
Anyway.
What the fuck?
Real. I don't know what I was saying.
That you have to practice this kind of stuff.
You have to practice this kind of stuff?
Yeah, like being in the positive mindset and thinking of success in the way that you do now, that you haven't always been that way.
Oh, yes. It came through like documentaries and reading about psychology, through my own therapy. My therapist would always recommend different books or articles or here and there. And I've always seen that. Some people see it as like, oh, you're a perfectionist. And I don't think that I'm a perfectionist. I used to call myself a perfectionist, but
I feel like
I'm
it's
really
the opposite. Of like we want to see, because we're recognizing the flaws and we want to, kind of either highlight them or fix them.
And not quite like a fix it, but like I always think that there's room for improvement, no matter what area. And it's not so much like I'm criticizing, but I'm just like, this could use more salt or less salt next time. Like I'm always like the opportunity. And it sounds like I'm complaining. It really does. But I'm always trying to like, where's the next switch? Where's the next switch in every aspect? Yeah.
Like especially when you do that a lot with food. Like you'll hand me something and you'll just
so big.
Okay, tell me everything.
Yeah, because I already have in my mind
what did every taste bud say to you
things that could improve, and then I'm like, let's see if he agrees.
Like, okay, we need just a touch of turmeric more.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm like, it's great. That's not what I want to hear. Pull out the checklist.
But yeah, in the end, you love it, you're happy, success. And it is a success to me, but I'm like, next time I'm going to add green chili to it or whatever,
Yeah, I think, and even, okay, so kind of going back to big Hollywood names, even if you're successful, I think the key thing that we're still talking about is you have to have that happiness along with it. So then you look at the flip side of the coin, two of like the greatest funny men ever that I grew up just watching all of their movies and seeing all of their, stand-ups and skits and things were like Chris Farley and Robin Williams.
Yeah.
They appeared really happy.
Sure.
On the outside. It's like, but they also...
Making everybody laugh.
Right. They also were, they had their issues with like addiction and, just kind of going too far sometimes. And they had to battle through all of that, even though they were successful, right? They had all the cars that they wanted. I'm sure they had the homes and all the clothes and all the things. And they were at the top of their game. They were, who these guys are. They walk into a room and they just, they change everything.
Yeah.
So it's, again, it goes back to just, being happy. so graceful. And those kind of things, they like really saddened me when I heard those.
Yeah.
Because I had seen a whole biography on Farley, and he idolized like Jim Belushi, and Belushi was also super funny dude, but he died of an overdose, same way that Farley did, with what they call speedball, cocaine and morphine, I think.
Oh my God.
Together, yeah.
I had no idea.
So
people.
That's what he like ultimately like overdosed with, and he was always kind of looking up to like an idol, like, and that's even you'll hear stories of people that are in Hollywood still get starstruck seeing somebody else,
absolutely,
because they are maybe more successful,
their own hero or whatever. Yeah, they consider them, and I think that's the whole thing that we feed into what success should be, opposed to what is success to me, without a care of making somebody else happy, but do it because I enjoy it and I'm talented in this way, and up to the point. I think it was Lady Gaga that was saying something in an interview that like I know she has or had, I don't know, fibromyalgia. And suffered greatly through that, and her thing is her anxiety and depression was through the roof, and until she started saying, no, I won't go there, I won't wear that, I only want to wear this and this and that, I only want to do shows here and here and here, no, I'm not going to do that interview just because you say so and because it's going to make us money, because I don't agree with these things or blah, blah, blah. So once she started being true to herself, and this is an extremely talented individual, but we're going to limit that? Like, why not let just people glow on their own, you know?
Yeah. And
let them have their own successes. So, like funny men over here, they were successful in making others happy, totally neglecting their own.
Yeah, and I think in that situation, had he had that happiness, that I feel like successful relationships around him, because he didn't really have like, he wasn't married. I don't think he had any kids. So there was no one like really there to be like, hey, you've gone way too far. He's just, a single guy. Yeah. I can do whatever I want.
Wasn't there a study you were talking to me about like successful relationships being such a huge part in like addictions or depression, suicide rate? No?
I don't remember that.
Maybe I dreamt. Anyway, but yeah, I mean, it is very strong. Or then there are others that do have families, apparently, like Chester. What's his last name?
I don't remember.
But from
Lincoln Park.
From Lincoln Park.
Yeah.
And I mean, Lincoln Park got me through junior high, and my own emotional troubles through junior high and high school. But then when everything happened, of course I'm not there personally with the guy, but just hearing his lyrics throughout time, when this happened, it was like, oh my God, did anybody reach out? Did anybody was he in counseling? Did anybody try to talk to him? Like, come on, here's a hug, pour out to me.
Yeah.
What exactly is going on? I get it. It's art, but at the same time, damn.
Yeah, like you can, and you feel what he is screaming out to you.
Screaming.
Literally screaming it out. And yeah, and he was here in the Phoenix area. That's
when that
he's.
happened?
I don't know if that's when that happened, but he's like I think he was like raised here in Arizona or something like that. Yeah.
Oh.
Because there was a lot of times people would say like, "Oh yeah, we saw Chester at the high school, game or whatever." So yeah, it was.
But hey, you know what? Maybe
too,
his unspoken contract with God, because how I just said every relationship comes into like an unspoken contract. So what if his unspoken contract with God upon entering this world was, I want to bring attention to emotional, to mental illness, make music and help people. And then this was still he's an amazing, interesting, beautiful individual,
Yeah, for sure.
So successful life either way. Rest in peace, man.
Yeah. We'll have to jam out to Lincoln Park after this. I'm down. But yeah, and then even like Robin Williams, he had a quote that I wrote down that I really liked of his. So it says, I think the saddest people always try their hardest to make people happy because they know what it's like to feel absolutely worthless and they don't want anyone else to feel like that.
Yes, that makes so much sense to me, because I feel like where I do love to like cater to people a lot, but now I like saying no too, like where I'm putting boundaries to my wishes. Whereas before I was just like, yes, I'm exhausted, but yes.
Yeah. And the movie Yes Man.
Oh, yeah.
You can't literally say yes to everything. Oh, my God, you'll kill yourself.
Yeah, watch that movie by our beloved, who is it? Yeah.
Jim Carrey.
Jim Carrey, yes.
Yeah, Jim Carrey. Oh, it kills it. That movie's it's fun. It's potentially life-changing. Oh, my God, I forgot about that part. Anyway, so...
What?
You just look disgusted with your headphones.
No, it's burning a little bit. So like I'm switching, like the whole nerve thing.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Sorry.
That's okay.
My apologies.
You have the nice beats. I have the little... Anyway.
You want these?
No, I'm just kidding. I know. No, I'm good. I'm good. It's my ear.
Jeez. She knows I'll give her the headphones.
I know you will. No questions asked. I'm kidding. Next time.
But yeah, so it was sad to see, Robin Williams go too from, suicide. And his wife, Susan, had come out and said that he had actually like a brain disease. It was called, it was a form of dementia. And I'm not good with science words. It was DLB, diffuse Lewy body dementia.
Honestly, I can't remember much about that.
So
yeah, there's different kinds of dementia. Yeah.
But it ended up like, I guess one of the major things that comes from folks that have that brain disease is thoughts of suicide and just, all right, I just need to end all this.
Yeah.
And she said that, in the past, Robin Williams, like I said, he had struggled with addiction and all of that before, but he was clean and sober for the 8 years leading up to his death. So per his wife.
Yeah, we've mentioned addiction a lot. And ironically, we're talking about success, but we're mentioning addiction a lot. Yeah. With people that we perceive to be successful, but then they have that there's this thing that they're requiring to feel alive. I don't know, and I would really love to make an episode on addiction, and I want that. Addiction is so rough, and it would be easy to say that the addict doesn't really realize the extent of their actions because of so many people affected, but ultimately you choose to be in the situation or remove yourself from it to avoid contributing in any way.
Yeah.
But if you're there and you are supporting or going through a loved one fighting addiction, my heart goes out to you. I think I speak for both of us when we say if there's ever any issues with our listeners, we've both experienced different sides of addiction. Not necessarily in our own person, but with people that are very dear and near to us and others. So, I'm very open to talking about that if you ever need.
Yeah. Reach out.
A shoulder.
I'm a really good listener.
Yeah, you are.
But yeah, I mean, there's still, they have everything, but there's one little pinhole that they still have to fill.
It does. And it's emotional. Usually it's emotional. I mean, like, Voice of Genie, he made it very evident.
Voice of Genie.
Yes.
Yeah.
Williams.
Yeah. And it was Patch Adams.
Dr. Patch. Yep, Dr. Adams.
Was amazing. I loved that one.
And that was the real story, Dr. Patch Adams.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if he's still alive or not. But yeah, he wanted to bring, he talked a lot about treating more the patient than the disease symptoms, because we don't cure. Doctors don't cure. They provide relief to symptoms, really.
Right.
If you think about, and I'm so sorry, I know I'm going to offend a lot of my friends with that, but we'll talk about that. Let's have drinks. Oh gosh, I just thought of the repercussions of that.
It's like scientists cure. Do they?
Do they? Like, is it truly the root of it, or am I treating, anyway? Right. But that's treating the person. And so he was successful in that. And I think that Robin Williams also accepted these roles because they spoke to his desire to bring smiles and to treat the souls. But his soul was so hungry.
Yeah. And I loved watching him, like when he was on a talk show. You ask him a question, I don't even think he ever answered a question. He would just start going off on all of his different voices and all of the different personalities that he can pull. And I feel like each one of those served a purpose for one particular person. Like, that's how many personalities this guy created to try and spread that happiness.
Yeah.
I was like, because he had a million voices, a million characters.
Yeah.
He did like 50 on Mrs. Doubtfire alone.
I know, huh? Yes,
just in the one makeup scene. But yeah, I was like, and then you see that, like, even if if you've talked to people that have had that depression, they always love to cater to others. They always want to provide that.
And so then they're left with a feeling of, if I'm doing all this and then I'm alone here and nobody's talking to me. But believe me, I've been there. It's all inside. You just got to unwind it. It all gets all...
Takes work.
It does. It sure does.
Takes work and dedication, but
Beautiful
it's worth
work.
it. Yes. But yeah, I mean, I've always loved his characters.
Yeah.
They just bring the entire art out of whatever it is that he's performing.
Oh, Mrs. Doubtfire, was that set in San Francisco?
I think so.
Okay, so I have in my notes something that we looked up that was kind of like tying into like current events and like success too. So the whole San Francisco decriminalizing theft.
Oh yeah,
remember?
Yeah.
So I wrote very few notes, so you might have to help me.
I don't remember that much.
This is why I read out loud to you, babe.
Oh shit. Okay. No pressure.
So I remember like reading that headline, like they could decriminalize theft of $950 or less.
Okay.
And that just seemed so crazy to me. Like, really? So anybody can just walk in and say like, oh, I'm taking all this.
And then we saw the video. Did you see the video of the dude that just walked in, filled up like a cart and walked right past security?
No, I haven't. I didn't see any videos. Oh.
Yeah. He just walked right past security. Security's like, I can't really...
Well, yeah. So I read it. So I'm looking up stuff and there's this New York Times article where the person that wrote this
reporter, journalist.
Sure, that
Okay.
one of those two is saying that when he or she moved to San Francisco, she went into, I think I can say the name of the store, right? If it was part of the article itself.
Say it.
Walgreens.
Oh shit! We can't say that.
Well, now if you're gonna
I'm
bleep
just
it,
kidding.
whatever.
I'm just kidding. I'm gonna leave it in.
So anyway, fuck, babe.
She went into a Walgreens. She moved from New York to San Fran.
So yeah, she moved there and she saw someone walked in, grabbed like a handful of beef jerky and just different items and walked out. She was like,
"Oh yeah,
peace, I got this," and then goes down the street to like a grocery store or something. I can't remember what store it was, and sees something similar, a bottle of wine, a couple of this, a couple of that. Let's go. And then, this person was like,
"Is this speedy checkout right there?
Like, is it optional to pay here?"
It must be.
And so that piqued curiosity in what was going on. So it turns out, I looked into it, and it turns out that back in 2014 there was a law that passed, and people had an interest in passing this because theft had become so large, and it was considered a felony, but had become so large, and people defending the store, and then just everybody involved. I can't remember details. I'm so sorry.
Like in the court system, like lawyers and fees.
No, in the store, like these altercations would end up very bloody and violent.
Like security trying to stop people from stealing and all that.
Yeah,
Okay.
That kind of
so
thing.
People get tackled and shit. Yeah.
So what they did in California was, hey, you know what? Like, what we're gonna do is we're gonna say anything 950 and below. Like, hey, don't risk yourself. It's a misdemeanor. It's not even a felony. Don't do it. Which to me, like any other decision, just that alone, just to us on the outside, now that everything's happened, it sounds like, who the fuck thought this would be a good idea? But you look into the details and you realize, okay, I see what you guys are trying to say. They say that all these thefts across California, especially in San Fran, that it is an act of organized crime.
An act of organized crime.
Because alcohol, snacks, just different. I can't remember all the details, but it is an act of organized crime. So in the last 5 years, 17 stores in the San Fran area, just Walgreens alone, have had to close.
So like CVS is sending people to Walgreens to jack their shit and shut them down?
I can't believe you just said that.
It's going down in these fucking corner stores,
Not
man.
like between companies, because if there's CVS in San Fran, then the same thing is happening to them. No, more like the same. The thieves, like it's organized. Like people are like, oh, we know this, so this is what you're gonna get. You're gonna go buy steaks and wine and this and that, or steal it. And then they go ahead and, I don't know if they sell it or what, throw parties. I don't know. But they said something about it being like,
you see tail.
Asshole is right there.
Oh, jeez. Get your asshole off the camera, asshole. See what you crazy. Okay. I don't know. Oh, all right. He's going to chill. He's good.
So, yes. And I have another bullet point over here that goes back to, we were talking a little bit about LGBT, right? Earlier?
Yeah.
Okay. And I thought it was so fitting for June, for, the month in which we celebrate all colors and all the stuff.
Yeah.
And colors to me mean so much more. But yes, all our LGBTQ family, we love you and we want to fight for your rights to love freely and for it not to be a thing, Yeah. But anyway, so also this last week, the Philadelphia Supreme Court sided with a Catholic group that has been, darn, I didn't write. And this is according to Reuters.com.
Yeah.
They sided with the Catholic group that is fighting tooth and nail to remove same-sex couples or any LGBTQ plus couples from being able to foster in their system. and they sided
What?
with them. And so to me, that breaks my heart because we want to be successful as a nation. Why is it that we don't see the example of nations that are truly more successful? Their people are happier.
Right.
They make more money. They work less.
Work less. Yes. They enjoy life.
They feel like they have more. They have more time to enjoy life.
Mhm.
And
Cleaner.
yet their economy is stronger. Meanwhile, our egos are so stuck up our ass that we want to be the best, and yet we're denying the children of our nation or others to have the comfort of parents that are thirsty to love something where they know is not ever going to be produced by them and their partner. So why? Like, why can't, what is so wrong with that? And actually, I pulled up statistics too. Like, and anyway, I think we try to keep these sessions. How long have we been? Like, are we right about time, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I wanted to
Unfortunately,
say
'cause
this.
This is a cool little topic.
Yes. So it's from the, I have to read it. Oh, I scrolled too much, huh? So the article is titled "Growing Up with Gay Parents, What is the Big Deal?" That's my inflection there. But it's from the U.S. National Library of Medicine, National Institute of Health. So it's a scholarly article. And I just wanted to read an excerpt because this whole study does look into the effects of same-sex parents along with different sex parents that are married. And it also goes into
like the pros and cons and the bullets.
But it also
a lot of
goes into
breakdown.
comparison, like, okay, what happens to the kids who feel neglected when their parents are married and supposedly happy? But anyway, look it up, read it. It's a good read.
We'll put the link in the comments
if you're interested.
or in the description.
And it gives 5 bullet points as to why mothers are so important. And believe me, I'm a mother, so mothers all the way. But I'm just going to read an excerpt from this. So it says, clinical experience would suggest that motherlessness, while not studied as extensively as fatherlessness, causes even greater damage to a child. Because the role of the mother is so crucial in establishing a child's ability to trust and to feel safe in relationships. Fathers also bring an array of distinctive talents to the parenting enterprise. Fathers excel when it comes to providing discipline and play challenging their children to embrace life challenges. Fathers provide essential role models for boys. A father's presence in the home protects a child from fear and strengthens a child's ability to feel safe. The extensive research on the serious psychological, academic, and social problems in youth in fatherless families demonstrates the importance of the presence of the father in the home for healthy childhood development. So listen, I know there's a lot of single mothers out there that are badasses and that they might resent that comment because they could say, I'm providing everything. But we are made of 2 parts, feminine and masculine energies. So for someone to be successful, I think that you need great and positive doses of both.
Yeah.
So the reality is, yes, we need mother. Yes, we need father, just the same. But if there's someone that's man, woman, same-sex couples that are longing to give their love to a child and can, then why, instead of denying them this ability, why don't we come up with creative solutions and say, hey, all you need is a mother figure. It doesn't have to be your biological mother. But if you have a friend that's nurturing and loving, allow them to spend time with the child. Then there's fathers, and that's beautiful. To be able to have more than one father in your lifetime, that's freaking amazing. Or more than one mother, and then have that mother or father figure on the outside from a friend, from a godparent, whatever you want, from an aunt and uncle. Yeah. That is, because, I mean, we have our parents, but at the same time, we also have different father figures along the way that have been so instrumental to us learning different things or different successes. Let's just spread the love instead of hindering people from being able to share their blessings, talents, abilities, love, creative solutions, people.
Yeah, and there's always ways, because there's going to be that friend, especially if you're trying to foster a kid. They'll look into you a bit, and so maybe make that part of the evaluation is like, okay, what kind of network do you have around you? And we want to reach out to these people and be like, all right, are you going to play more of an active role? Like, are you really
look at the big picture?
Like, are you around this couple frequently? Great, you are. You guys are best friends. You hang out every single weekend. Okay, we want to interview you as well.
And there should be more of an emotional evaluation opposed to such a socioeconomic evaluation. That's all we care about. Mm-hmm. Well, what about in times of stress? How do these people react? How are they going to adapt to the child? I think that all that money in adoption and in the system could go more in creating those bonds opposed to making it a check. Because then you're chasing the check, and then we have all these fears. So creative, loving solutions in this case. I
want to come up with the tests that we run to stress these people out and see how they react under stress.
I have 4 kids that three
go have them clean their room.
Challenge.
You got 1 hour.
I know.
No, our kids will listen to somebody else.
Not us. No, but just like pretend you're with us, okay?
Yeah. Act like you do every day.
Yes. And I feel like if we provide creative, loving solutions in any other area, then we can build that stronger community that we wish and desire to have, instead of trying to look at one portion of the whole system and try to choke it because we think it's so wrong. Try to understand that portion of your body, of yourself, about your psyche, your emotions, your community, and come up with loving, understanding solutions so that we can all share in that same harmony and therefore be successful.
Yeah. And come to the table with solutions, not problems.
Yes. Not the complaints, but the opportunity.
Yeah, or at least questions to get the conversation going.
Yes, like if you don't understand it, we'll fucking ask.
Yeah, we'll work on it. But yeah, I think that'll be good. We'll kind of end today's episode right about there. I think it feels right. Okay. And yeah, subscribe, click the notification bell. Yes, reach out to us. What's your definition of success? What makes you feel successful? What articles that have you guys read, videos and things that you want to share with us? We're all ears.
Eyes.
Well,
here's eyes.
Yeah, I'll listen.
We got it all.
Yeah.
We got it all.
We got our senses. Mm-hmm. We've passed the COVID. We got our senses back.
I know.
Just not the common senses. But yeah, thanks for watching or listening, depending on where you guys are seeing this or streaming this.
I don't know where to look.
Look at all of them. This one's kind of positioned funny.
I don't know.
You're in the corner right there.
Hello.
And
goodbye.
Yeah, we'll see you guys next time.
Bye. All right. Body positivity. Music is the thing.